Ujjayi breath. Inhale through the back of the throat, restricting the breath. It sounds a little bit like an ocean. And exhale, allow the wind to come out through your mouth. Let it go. Nice full inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, try to match your inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2. Take a pause here in full breath. Maybe inhale a little bit more. And exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold your breath for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, matching inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause that empty lungs here. Next inhale is going to be your biggest breath of today for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Pause at the top for 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Empty lungs for 3, 2, 1. Full inhale. Zip up your lips. And pause at the top. And full exhale through the nostrils. Full inhale. Can you let her over quick, please? Inhale. And full exhale. Nice long breath. Our last breath of today, we're going to do lion's breath. So really inhale. And as you exhale, let it out. Lion's breath. Let it go. Your nice full inhale now is going to activate your extremities, your toes, your fingertips. Just let her loose, please. Okay. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. And exhale, hug in both knees and towards your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Reaching 2 inches below the knee. Billy is being a little problematic today, so she'll just join us on the mat. When you're ready, release the soles of the feet down onto the mat. Hands come right next to the hips. Once you're ready, we're going to come into a bridge as we press our hips up towards the sky, peeling each space of our vertebrae. As soon as we are rolled onto our shoulder blades, then exhale, slowly release the spine down towards your mat. Tailbone releases down towards the mat. Inhale, knees hug in towards the chest. Once again, this time reaching for opposite elbow. Find yourself to slowly release those shoulders down onto the mat and rock yourself side to side in this instance here. Allow your weight to rock to the right, to the left. And maybe one side winds over as you find yourself into a side embryo. Keeping those knees hugged in towards the chest, bicep under you as a pillow. On our next inhale, we're going to press away with the opposite hand as we come into a seated pose, facing the front towards the top of our mat. Make sure you are sitting grounding down through your tail, through your sitting bones. And once you're ready, inhale, peel those shoulders up towards your ears and release them back behind you. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, draw a line through heart center. We're going to take a pause here as we tuck in our chin. Spread your fingers wide so much so that it feels you're ripping your hands apart, your fingers apart at the webbing. Now let's go ahead and find some space and word, allowing everything else fade away. Any noise, any sound, any visual, any thought that may come into our minds. Simply as we exhale, we can release the thought, the sound, whatever might be bothering us, haunting us, or distracting us. With that being said, allow your intention to come to mind here. The purpose why you chose to join me and come on your mat. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. And exhale as we bow down to today's intention. Releasing your limbs and everything to go loose. Slowly we're going to root to right, stacking each vertebrae on top of one another with our intention right in our mind. When you're ready, rock onto your knees and hands and find your way into a tabletop. Take your time to get here. Allow and make sure your hands to be directly right underneath your shoulders and your knees right underneath your hips. Now if your toes are tucked at this moment, try to press the top of your shin, the top of your foot, even the top of your big toenails, actually all your nails. We're gonna allow the movement to slowly create curves in our spine. First, we're gonna start by shifting our hips back. And inhaling, reaching our hands slightly forward. Shift your hands, shift your torso forward once again, tabletop. Now, shake your hip to the right. Shake your hips slightly forward, very slightly. And then press your hips to the left. Hi, baby girl. Good. And then press your hips back behind you. Now let's go the opposite side. Now shifting forward, coming to a neutral spine. Shift your hips to the left. Shoulders will curve to the right. Shift your hips forward very slightly. And shift your hips to the right. Beautiful. Round down, bring your hips back behind you. Glue those hips towards the heel. Create any movement. Hands rock forward just a tiny bit. We're going to reverse the motion here once again. This time, shifting our hips to the right as we shift forward. Shine your collarbone as you frame your chest with your biceps. Press those hips forward. Exhale over to the left side of the room now. Still full contact with your mat. Shift your hips back behind you. Shake it out, wag it out. Maybe walk those hands a little bit closer towards the top of the mat. Once again, reverse. Shift your way to the left. As you shift forward, press your hips forward, frame your chest. Look up. Exhale over to the right side of the room. And find your full exhale as we release into a child's pose. Toes come to touch, knees open wide, arms reach towards the top of the mat. Release the brow now onto the mat. Rock your brow side to side from the right side of the temple to the left. Invite any movement that works for you, maybe hugging the shoulder blades. Or maybe allowing your arms to grow a little bit longer, rocking onto your fingertips and hugging those shoulder blades back. Allow any movement that works for you or settle into a child's pose in stillness for 5, 4, 3, 2. Ground down through your palms, everybody. Shift forward. Come into a tabletop and right away, first inhale, find your cow, dip the belly, press away from the mat. And round your spine, tuck in your belly here. Pull the navel up and back. Inhale, 2 more of those. Find your own breath, maybe even transition. Creating a figure 8 or a circle. Second inhale. Second exhale. And last full breath all together. Let me hear it. And exhale around your spine. Coming into a neutral spine. Allow the right palm to press down onto the mat here. We want the back of the hand to be grounded onto the mat. There can be as much or as little weight on it. Make sure to still engage your core at this moment. Tailbone is still neutral. One spine, one flat spine. Once you're ready, release the top of your palm down onto the mat now. And we're gonna rotate starting at our pinky as we shine the inside of our forearm to the front of the room. You got it. Stay here in stillness as you find your inhales and exhales. Or rock your weight, shifting slightly forward and back for a nice forearm stretch. Slowly, very slowly, and with care, unwind. Release the palm, ground it down onto the mat now, and we're moving on to match the left hand side. Now we want the palm to be facing up towards the sky, fingertips facing towards our knees. Apply as little or as much weight onto your wrist here. This is going to get us ready for our down dog and our chaturangas. Beautiful. Take your time. Full inhale. Never push past any pain. And as we exhale, we ground down, palm facing down towards the mat. Now remember, we are creating a counterclockwise motion as we fan those fingers towards our knees, shining that forearm towards the front mirror. Now, try as much as possible to grip through the full palm, not allowing the fingers to curl up. Beautiful, you got it. All together, nice full inhale. A nice full exhale. Let it go. Release. Finding both hands to press forward towards the top of the mat. Now, if you do have a block at this moment, you can place this block at any space to find the distance that is needed. But we're going to shine our chest down towards the mat as we keep those hips in line with the knee for support. Actively grasping through our palms and through the tops of our feet, finding that equal distance and weight. You've got it. Just like that. Allow your breath to inhale and exhale, carry you a little bit further into the pose. One more full inhale, let me hear it. And exhale, let it go. Beautiful. Once you're ready, now find your way to walk those hands right underneath your shoulders. Tuck all toes back behind you and press the heel back. We want to do a slight stretch on our instep. Now, right leg presses back behind you, toes drag. Beautiful. Exhale, now roll onto your toes and bring them right back. Release right knee. Exhale, left toes press back behind you. Stack the heel. Then rock forward over your toes and press them back behind you until it releases to match the right knee. Once you're ready, toes both tucks. Toes both tucks. Tuck both toes, sets of toes, and press your hips up and back as we find our very first down dog. Now you can go ahead and step out your feet a little bit wider if you feel like too much of a forward fold, or a little bit closer if you feel too much like a plank pose. Heels can be pressed down onto the mat or lifted as much as needed. Knees can be bent as much as is needed, or press those heels back as you shine your chest towards the top of your mat. Now if you're holding any tension in your head, shake out your head, let it go. Beautiful. If you're creating movement, step out your heels, wag your tail, bend your knees generously. Do whatever you need to do to allow that tailbone to be the highest point. Beautiful. When you're ready, heels roll up high towards your toes. Bend your knees parallel to the mat, hips shift back towards our heels. We're going to climb our way towards the top of the mat, keeping those thighs hugged in towards the chest without lifting our palms if possible. Now once you find yourself forward fold at the top of your mat, reach for opposite elbows back behind the knees. Once you have that connection, exhale, shake out your head, let it go. In our forward fold here, you can shift your weight slightly onto your toes and back onto your heels. You can shake your hips side to side very gently. As can you shake your head side to side. If this movement makes you dizzy, just go ahead and close your eyes and experience the pose. Let it go. Full inhale. Full exhale. Once you're ready, release the bind, the grasp behind your knees. Inhale, find a half lift of the spine. Exhale, forward fold, this time reaching for the back of your calves or your heels. Once you're ready, inhale, rotate through the crown towards your toes. And exhale, try and see if you can meet your forehead to shin. 5, 4, 3, 2. Listen carefully. Inhale, half lift. Arms reach towards the side as we find our full mountain. Woo! And exhale, settle into your mountain at the top of your mat. At this moment, feel free to add any movement that is needed. Take in some water if you want to. Wipe down your sweat, but remember, sweat is our body's way of cooling down. So keep that in mind. Everybody, from our mountain, we're going to find our sun salutations here. So make sure your toes touching, toes and heels are touching, heels touching, or 6 inches apart. Those are the variations that you can use here. Press those hips forward, no ducktails, and engage your core. Shoulders peel up and back. Shoulder blades hug towards one another. Fingers are sparked wide. With that being said, inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, draw a line through heart center as we forward fold, hinging at the hips. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend the knees, ground down through the palms. Walk your way back just how we did when we got here, and find your way into a plank. First plank, everybody bring those knees down towards the mat. Tops of the feet press into the mat. We're going to go through the modifications first and foremost. So once you're ready, elbows hug in towards the side, coming all the way down to the mat. Zip up your legs, one cobra tail, so much so that your knee has popped off the mat. Inhale, hug those shoulder blades towards your ears and peel them back as you lift, using the spinal strength only. Fingers are very light, low cobra. Exhale, forehead down to the mat. Roll over your fingertips, allowing your elbows to come wide, heels fall. Full inhale here. And full exhale, let it go. Zip up your tail once again. Engage those glutes and quads. Ground down through your palms, allowing your fingertips to reach back towards the start of your ribs. When you're ready, inhale, peel those shoulders up and back. This time, press away from the mat into an up dog. If this is too painful for you, then release those knees down onto the mat. When you're ready, everybody shifting through all fours, tabletop. Tuck your toes, send your tailbone up and back. Find your down dog. Beautiful work, everybody. Shake it out or find stillness for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Surya Namaskar beat. Right leg presses back behind you. Everybody hug it in towards the chest and step it through. We're going to allow and release the left knee to come down. Inhale, arms reach up. Finding low lunge. Find that full rotation of the shoulder blades as you exhale. Ground down through your fingertips. Press off the left toes and send that left leg up towards the sky. If that is not doable for you today, then simply hold it up straight or release it to meet the right leg. Everybody release the left leg to meet the right leg. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let's find our chair right away and we're gonna hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, look up, reach up, follow through, extended mountain. Exhale, palms face outward as we swan dive, chest leading forward fold. Inhale, half lift, find a neutral spine. Bend the knees generously, right leg presses back behind you. Can you float it? Beautiful. When you're ready, allow those toes to spark wide as you bend into that left knee, releasing the right leg onto the mat. Right knee comes down onto the mat. Toes will stay tucked. Inhale, arms reach up, reach forward, biceps next to the ears. And release your shoulders back behind you. Grounding down to the mat. Finding all palms, every single edge of the palm to glue to the mat as we press the left leg back behind you, three-legged dog. Release the left leg down onto the mat. Everybody shift your torso forward, plank. Knees down or knees lifted. Exhale, find your chaturanga. Inhale, find your low cobra or up dog. Exhale, everybody, find your way through all fours into a child's pose. Let it go. Beautiful. Settling into a child's pose. Take 3 deep, full breaths. Full inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just like that. 2 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Pause. Hold your breath at the top of your breath. It's okay. You've got it. Now exhale with control for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Empty lungs. Pause there. Once you're ready, inhale for 6. Longest breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause for 3 seconds. Then exhale, lion's breath. Wide jaw, stick out your tongue. Let it go. Ground down through your palms here. Bring your knees to touch. Tuck your toes back behind you. Press your tailbone up and back. Find me in a down dog. We're going to break it down here. We're going to slow it down. So any moment that you need rest, a space to breathe, to bring your heart rate down, come down into a child's pose and do exactly as we just did. Taking 3 breaths each time, adding 1 more second, and a pause out of full lungs and at empty lungs. With that being said, everybody find your down dog if you haven't already. Left leg presses back behind you, 3-legged dog. Exhale, hug it in towards the chest, round the spine, ground it down. You can take your knee down or allow it to stay lifted. Inhale, arms reach forward, listen carefully. Rock forward just a tad bit so that your heel is stacked on top of your toes. And inhale, arms reach up, biceps next to the ears. Press both hips forward. You've got it. In fact, bend into that front knee just a tad bit more. Just a tad bit more. You've got it. Find your hands to touch, draw a line through heart center. And now shine your chest forward so that it meets your fingertips. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand reaches forward, left hand bows and opens back. We find this twist in our mid-back, mid-spine. Beautiful. Stay here if you'd like to bind. Bend your left elbow, reaching towards the right hip for 5, 4, 3. Remember, variations are there to intensify the pose. Try it out. Exhale, both hands cartwheel down to the mat. Press off your right toes. Once your hands are glued, then release your chin to meet your chest as we come in for a standing split. Now, standing split counts. If your toes are simply right here, congratulations, you're doing a standing split. One of these days, as you press your toes up and back, out and back, then you'll see that leg reach up towards the sky, but make sure that you don't compromise opening up the hip for death. You got it. Keep that chin tucked. 5, 4, 3. There's a break at the other end. You've got it. 2. Hug in the right knee and towards the chest. And once you've made contact, release the heel down onto the mat. Listen carefully. Do not let go of the mat. Open up your toes wide. Open up your heels wide. Open up your toes wide to come into mat with distance. Now you want to keep those toes further out than the heels. And you want to open them up as wide as that heel remains under the knee. You can stay here or slowly start releasing your hips down towards the mat. You can adjust by shifting back and forth as we find our malasana here, squat pose. You can be here grasping onto the mat for support, or you can bring your hands to heart center, opening up at the knees. This is an intense hip opener, so take your time. We're gonna visit this pose 3 more times in today's flow. Maybe some of you who practice inversions can go upside down today. With that being said, malasanas, take a nice full inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Pause at the very top. And exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody ground down through the palms if you have not already. Shift your hips up towards the sky. Toes coming, heels coming. Find your feet touching or 6 inches below, apart from one another. Once you're ready, inhale, half lift. Exhale, let's find our chair right away. Inhale, roots rise. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend the knees, ground down to the mat. Right leg presses back behind you. Sorry, left leg presses back behind you. We're gonna come into our standing splits here. So do the same action that you did. Float your toes slightly or press them up and back. You've got it. Up and back. Up and back. And once you've met your expression, then tuck in your chin and try to reach forehead to knee. 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly coming on out, releasing the left foot back behind you. We're coming into a runner's lunge here. Now, inhale, lift the chest up off your mat. Roll forward as you stack the heel on top of your toes. And once you feel so, inhale, arms reach up towards the sky. You've got it. Now bend into that front knee. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Shoulders are peeled back. Core is engaged. Find your hands to touch your heart center. And shine that chest towards your fingertips. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Left hand reaches forward. Right hand strings an arrow back behind you, reaches back. We have a spinal rinse here. Our hips are facing forward and our torso is facing to the right side of the room. You've got it. That's the only thing that has changed. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Look forward. Both hands cartwheel down to the mat. Hugging the right knee in towards the chest. And set it down. Down, down. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, knees down towards the mat. Find your child's pose right away. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're coming in to thread the needle. Ground down through your left hand. Inhale, invite the right hand to peel open towards the right side of the room. Exhale, right hand goes right through underneath the armpit as we ground down the right shoulder. Once we have done so, then ground down, framing the left armpit down to the mat. We want to feel that connection, that pinch, all the way from the right shoulder to the left pinky. Actively ground down through the left shoulder. Eyesight can be left or forehead to the mat. Find 2 long inhales and matching exhales. Last one. Exhale. On our next inhale, we lift our right arm up to the sky. Release it back by our hips, palms dragging towards the top of our mat. Let's do that a couple more times here, finding that full shoulder rotation. And our last time, we ground down through the palm. Frame both shoulders down to the mat. Full inhale, left arm reaches up towards the sky. Then we thread the needle as we invite that left shoulder to pin down towards the mat. Now this may be enough, or you may want to roll the right shoulder down to the mat, framing both shoulders evenly. Find 3 whole breaths here. Full inhale. And full exhale. 2 more. Full inhale. Full exhale. Last breath. Full inhale. And full exhale. Next inhale, ground down through the right palm. Inhale, left arm reaches up towards the sky. Release the hand right next to the hip and drag the palm towards the top. Let's find that movement 2 more times. And one last time, ground down through both palms. Tuck your toes and send your hips up and back, down dog. Whack it out, let it go. Find movement and or stillness. Beautiful. Left leg presses back behind you, 3-legged dog. We're gonna do some ab work here, so feel free to skip it through or follow along with me. Exhale, left knee towards the left elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, cross it over to the right elbow. Exhale. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, hug it in towards the chest, tuck in your chin. Inhale, 3-legged dog. In, exhale, hug it in towards your chest, this time ground it down. Beautiful. Now allow that right heel to ground down in line with the left. Inhale, arms reach up, find your very first warrior 1. We want you to bend deep into that front knee. Keep the right hip facing forward, but press out through the outer edge in order to allow your full leg here to interact. Beautiful. Bend into that front knee, you've got it. Biceps behind the ears. You can stay here or find your hands interlaced back behind you or cactus arms. This is up to you. 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhale, release. Whatever bind you were doing. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. This time, open up to the right side of the room, warrior 2. You got it. 5 whole breaths here. We're just slowing it down. You've been here before. Take a nice full inhale. And exhale. 2 more. Nice full inhale. And exhale. Last one. Full inhale. Full exhale. Both hands cartwheel down to the mat. This is your chance. Standing splits. Tucking your chin towards your chest. You've got it. Do any variation here that you may be working on. If you're working on balancing pose, go ahead and grasp both arms, both forearms around the quad, around the calf, tucking in your chin, forehead to knee. Wherever you are, release your hands onto the mat. Everybody exhale, right knee hugs in towards the chest, then we release the right foot down onto your mat. Inhale, half lift. Coming into our second set of Malasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Here it is. Bend the knees. Allow the feet to come wide. Find Malasana. 5 whole breaths. Now, if your hands are still down on the mat, this is your chance. Try to bring them at heart center as you open the right knee and the left knee with those elbows. Now, the important thing here is to imagine your tailbone. Can you picture it right now? Where is it? Beautiful. Now, press it down towards your mat to activate your pelvic floor. You should have felt it activate by now. You've got it. You're in full Malasana. Congratulations. 5, 4, 3, 2. Everybody, hands down to the mat. Hips press up towards the sky. Toes coming closer towards one another as we find. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, we know where we're going. Come right back into your chair. Draw a line through heart center and going a little bit deeper. 5, 4, 3, feel that build up. 2, 1, inhale, erupt just like a volcano. Find your extended mountain. And exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Beautiful. Bend both knees. Ground down through your mat. Right leg presses back behind you. Hug in, bend into that front knee. You've got it. Ground down through your palms. Left leg presses back behind you. Three-legged dog. Shake out your foot here. Stay here or stack your left hip on top of the right. Bend the knee. And if you've been flipping your dogs, please join me as you release the left toes down onto the mat. Hips press up to the sky and reach forward. If you flip your dog, coming on right back, left hand releases onto the mat. Exhale, release the left foot down onto the mat. Shift forward, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, find your down dog. Stay here or find your child's pose. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg presses back behind you. Three-legged dog. Exhale, hug it in towards the right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, over to the left side of the room. Left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. This time, hug it in towards your chest. Inhale, three-legged dog. Hug it in towards your chest, ground it down. Left heel will ground down to the mat this time. Coming right into our warrior one. Inhale. You've got it. Settle in. Bend into that front knee. Press through the outer edge of the left foot. You got it. Both hips frame forward. Shoulders frame forward. Biceps behind the ears. Hands draw a line through heart center. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open up. Warrior 2. Now, tuck your chin face forward. Bend into that front knee. Commit. 3 full inhales. And 3 full exhales. What's your intentions? Check back in with it. What's your reason for showing up to the mat today? Have it at the forefront. 1 point of focus. Full inhale. Full exhale. Both hands cartwheel down to the mat. Press off your left toes this time. Standing splits. Beautiful. If you did so on the other side, go ahead and bring your forearms to wrap around your calf. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody release at the top of the mat, forward fold. Let it go. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, forward fold. Everybody give a generous bend to the knee. Bring your toes out wide, heels wide. Coming into our very last malasana. Now, if you practice inversions, this is a great time for you to go ahead and rain down both palms onto the mat. Now, you want to make sure that your forearms, your triceps here, are right under the shin. And what you want to do is you want to start bringing those toes closer towards one another. Now, once you have that shelf, make sure to look about 5 to 6 inches towards the top of your mat. And slowly pick up one toe. Maybe the other one. Maybe both. Crow. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Everybody, come on out. Hands down to the mat, hips press up, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let it go right down. Slowly release the spine. Stack your vertebrae starting at the tailbone. 1. Spine at a time. When you're ready, inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Ground down through the palms. Left leg presses back behind you. Inhale, arms reach up. Find cactus arms. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Both hands come down to the mat. Right leg presses back behind you, three-legged dog. Stack the right hip on top of the left. Bend the knee. And if you did so on the other side, flip your dog. You got it. Just 3 breaths. Full inhale. Full exhale. 2 more. Full exhale. Last one. Right hand reaches down to the mat. Release the right foot. Shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, release your chest down onto the mat. Arms come wide. Hips press to the mat. Let it go. Release the left ear onto the mat. Look right. Release the right ear to the mat. Look left. Forehead to the mat. Lips and or chin. Let it go. Once you're ready, bring a bend to the knees. Windshield wipe your heels side to side. Now we're coming into some floor back bends. So keeping the knees bent. Keeping your lips or forehead onto the mat. Then grasp for the top of the foot, of each foot. Even your thumb is involved. Keep those knees 6 inches apart at most. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come, roll my shoulders up. It should feel just like a low cobra. Now press your feet into the hands. Press your hands into the feet and press your feet into the hands. Reach up, look up, go up, grow tall. You've got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, exhale. Release everything down to the mat with control. Left ear to the mat. Our very second set, you can do bow pose if you like. But we're going to do rocking horse all together. So when you're ready, bring a bend to the knees once again. Knees are at most 6 inches apart from one another. This time, flex your heels. And we're going to grasp for right under the heel, including our thumb. That is already going to shine our chest forward. Now what we want to do is keep on looking up and press those feet away from the hands as we grasp those hands against the heel. For 5, rocking horse. 4, 3, 2. Everybody slowly and with control release down onto the mat. Let it go. This time releasing both forearms on top of one another and placing your forehead right on top. When you're ready, press your way away from the mat. Find a tabletop. Find movement, 1 cow, 1 cat. And find your way. Legs to grow long towards the front of the room. And slowly release your spine down to the mat. Arms come wide. Fingertips release. Create any movement that is needed here. Flexing your toes. Nice full inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as we exhale, find stillness for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. This is it. You've arrived. Allow your movement to slowly find its way into stillness. Allowing your brow to release, your eyelids grow heavy, the muscles around your eyes relax, your lips part open, jaw releases. Chest rises, deep full inhale. And as you exhale, wide jaw, let it go. Any tension held in the belly, let it go. Belly grows nice, big and full as you inhale. Imagine you just had the biggest feast. And let it go. Your toes fall in, fall out. Releasing any tension in the shins. Up the thighs. The hips are loose. And with each inhale, you feel just a little bit lighter. And with your exhales, you feel just that much more grounded. Allowing gravity to keep you lifted here. When the only thing that matters is your full inhale and your full exhale. And once you are ready, with your next inhale, invite movement with intention. allowing your extremities to find that space. Twinkle your toes as you slowly come right back to the space. Blink your eyes. Take a big inhale. And all together, taking this last breath, exhale, side out. The soul that resides within me bows down to each and every single one of you. Namaste. Thank you once again for showing up on your mat for yourself. This is my private practice, and I am so lucky to be able to practice along with so many of you during this time. Do remember that it is every Monday through Friday at 9:45, and videos are shortly uploaded at our YouTube channel, The Citizen Life Now. You can also find all of our content at thecitizenlife.com. Once again, thank you for showing up. Thank you to my producer, Shaylin Brady. And thank you to Billy Bay. She was so anxious today, but come here. She was patient. Thank you once again for showing up. I hope to see you tomorrow. Billy, say bye. We'll see you soon. Namaste.